Hello everybody and welcome to Modded Minecraft with the Hermitpack. My name's Pinter J. Last episode we worked a little bit with the Tinker's construct, got our Tinker smeltery up and running, got ourselves a pickaxe. We're still going to need a sword and probably an axe and a shovel or a mattock of some kind. And we also worked on this automatic fishing net out here. And I did a little bit of digging with this thing and found out that we can fully automate this and get ourselves all the fish we want. I had talked about making sushi and I went on a little bit of an adventure and found some seaweed. There it is right there. And I found that it's in this soggy garden here, this thing that looks like pine cones on top of the leaves here. So if you're looking for some seaweed, you can find it in the soggy garden. I found it over by a swamp biome, so I would look in the swamp biome for the soggy garden if you want some seaweed to start a little seaweed farm. We also have the rice and everything that we will need. Oh, I also got some avocado too, and I found the way that you make the trees is if we get a sapling here like this, and you can take the sapling, put it there like that, and then put the avocados like that, or any other fruit that you get, and you get an avocado sapling. So I'll make one of those since I am going to want an avocado tree eventually. And where did I get that from? Out of here. Let's put that back in there. Put the avocado tree away. And where did I get this sapling from? Did I only have a couple saplings? I guess I did. So let's put that in there. Okay, so we're going to want to start working on automating this thing. And I did go over to the village over there. I think in the second episode, we went over there and we found a villager with a mending trade. It was 22 emeralds, but I traded with a toolsmith for some coal and some iron and got up to the 22 emeralds that we needed. And so I'm pretty sure if you put mending on this thing that it will potentially never break, and we can get mending. We have, and you can see that it's not completely full there, the durability. So we're going to check this thing out. So the unbreaking probably isn't going to even matter anymore if we have the mending on that. So the first thing we want is the fishing rod with mending on there. If you don't get a fishing rod with mending, I'm pretty sure you can just take a chest and put a chest on top of here, maybe with a hopper, and feed fishing rods into it. But I would highly recommend trying to get the mending on there. The other thing we are going to want is a vacuum chest. Now this was a little bit of a trick to get the ender pearls. I thought you could fight endermen like in vanilla and put a too high barrier up over your head. But that is not the case. The Enderman will pull you out of there and you get a temporary blindness. And so it's rather difficult to try and fight Endermen like that. So if you're going to fight some Endermen, I suggest that you just take them on head on and hopefully you have some decent gear. See, I did not have very good gear. And I ended up getting wrecked over there twice. First by the Enderman and then by some skeletons while I was trying to recover my gravestone. But I was able to find, where is it, these nebulous hearts in the temples that we raided, the desert temples over there, and you get 3. Where did I just put those? I think you get 3 ender pearls from one yeah, you get 3 ender pearls from one nebulous heart. So I don't need any more right now, but you could always raid some desert temples or maybe even some jungle temples. And hopefully you will find some ender pearls. So in order to make that fishing net, I don't know if I showed that. I think it's cobwebs and chests. I'm pretty sure I showed how to make it. You need either a pufferfish or a clownfish, and then some cobwebs and trapped chests. I'm pretty sure I showed how to make this on here. We are going to worry about moving this thing. This isn't going to be the prettiest up over here. I made a little cage already. And we're gonna fill this in. I'm using this hardened stone from from Environmental Tech. Hopefully this is gonna be a little creeper proof. I kind of threw some torches up on our hill up here, and we've been having a little bit of a problem. They've been doing a little terraforming for me, these creepers, which is all right. I don't mind because this is all gonna change anyhow. But we are going to need a vacuum chest, which is why we needed the ender pearls. And I also made some item conduits. We can look at the recipe for that. You get pulsating iron nugget, which is from pulsating iron, which you throw in ender pearl and your iron. That's why you need the ender pearl. You need that for the conduit, and you also need it for the vacuum chest. I'm guessing you probably have an alloy smelter if you're starting off slow like I did. One of the first things you're going to have is an alloy smelter. Now I recommend putting your pearl in before putting the iron in, because if you throw the iron in first, it's going to turn it into electricals or refined iron. Unless I think you can do it with if you put it on just alloys only, but I would recommend putting your pearl in first and then the iron, and then that'll turn it into the pulsating iron like we have here. And I think I need a little extra. Is it nighttime? We're going to take a sleep here. And then we are going to craft this automatic, or this vacuum chest, which is right here. And we're going to need pulsating crystal is why we need the pulsating iron nuggets. And we need a diamond. I'm pretty sure I have a diamond right there. So we're going to need more of this pulsating iron. Let's look at what that was again. I'm pretty sure we can get that, and we can. Pulsating crystal. We're going to need an oak chest or spruce chest. Doesn't look like it matters. So let's get that, and we can get one of those. And then we need the iron. Can we get this whole thing? No, we need the iron. We do not have iron over there. I'm pretty sure I smelted some up. So yes, we have it here. Let's throw that in that chest. And then we can get this vacuum chest. Alright, we have vacuum chest, and we should have enough conduit to make it over to here. Now my plan is to pipe it into an iron chest here, and then just have the alloy smelter suck it out of here, and then it'll pump it into this chest here. So I should have enough conduit. I think that's only 4. And you get 8 when you make one of these. So let's look at the recipe for that again. It's this conduit binder, which you need the smelt that in the smelter with a binder composite, which is pretty easy to make. It's just some gravel and some clay and some sand, and you get 8 of those. And it looks like I think you only need 6, was it? For the Yeah, you only need 6 conduit binders, so you get 8 of those, and you get 2 from each conduit, or from each binder composite. You get 2 conduit binders, so you get plenty of that from making one crafting there. So let's put down this vacuum chest where we want it. We want it on this bottom level here, and then we could fill the rest of this in. And I guess that doesn't matter where that is there. And then we could put that here. Now this should suck up everything that falls out. We are going to have to wait for the fishing net to fill up completely. So let's fill all of this in. And I should have a little bit more. I think it's in my crate here. One more should be good. And then we will need to cover the top of this as well. And let's get our water in there first, though. I think I still have a infinite water source there once we break the ice. Actually, let's put the net in first. It'll be easier to fill the water that way. Oh, I forgot I had my slime boots on. I'm bouncing all over the place. Alright, let's get that out of there. Hopefully it doesn't break. We can just break it with pickaxe. Yeah, we can. And then we can place this down. And then we will wait for this to fill up after we get all the water and everything. And now that should, yeah, the vacuum chest sucked that right up. Right. Oh, I forgot we need this water in there first. Get out of the way, sheep. Pushing me around. Okay. Okay, so it took me a minute to get this thing situated, but we finally have it done. And then we can take our fishing rod here with mending on it and put it in the automatic fishing net. Needs water every side 2 below. There should be water every side 2 below. Oh, is there not one right underneath there because of we put the net in first? Is that what's going on there? Yeah, there's an air pocket right there. Okay, so we need to take the fishing net out, I guess, and let that fill in with water. And that just went into our vacuum chest. Let's get that out of there. And hopefully that filled in the space. So we're going to have to get another bucket of water here. And then, yeah, we'll need another bucket of water. And that should fix that problem. And then we should be good. Cover that up so it doesn't freeze. Let's put this in there. And it is fishing. Excellent. Now, another thing we can do here is we can wait for stuff to fill up that we don't really need. Now, I already have like a saddle and some name tags. I don't think I'm going to need any name tags. So we could, and sticks and like crappy boots, you know, and stuff like that. We could let those take out what we want and let the junk we don't want fill up these slots, and then only the fish and the good items will go out of our fishing net and go into the see. See, now like we want that because that's a nice bow right there. It only has mending on it, but that's better than the junk we have right now. But like I said, we could let this fill up with junk and then take out the stuff that we want to save, and then see, like, why is that? I mean, I guess that's all right that that's not stacking, but let's go down and connect our cables while that is doing that, and we'll take a look at to see if this is actually mending. It should be. Like, it's almost a third of the way down, so we'll check on that in a little bit and see if how that is doing, if it is actually mending, because we could potentially have an infinite fishing rod here, but we're going to need to break this out, and we will take this out here so we can hook up our item conduits, and we'll take our item conduits and shift on this and put that down, and then we'll just run it over here to a chest, and I suppose we could put the chest down, and let's get over. Nope, we want to. All right, let's put the piece of dirt down so we can stand on. And then we'll put the chest on there, and we'll get up over here and run the conduit into there, and then we need to click on this. We need to click on that. There we go. And then this should be insert, and then we'll click on that, and that should be extract and always active. Click on this one, and this doesn't matter because it's just insert. Now everything that comes out of there now should, yeah, it looks like it already worked. That's stuff from our building up there. So everything that comes out of the fishing net now should go into here, and then if we take this and configure this to pull out the top, if we just have that pull, then only things that can be smelted should go into the alloy smelter, and then once they're cooked, they'll go into this chest here. We can take this stone out of here and try and make it a little nicer looking in here. Just fill this up so nothing spawns in there as well. And do I have any other stone? Yes, I have a little bit here. Now this is all going to be just a temporary setup. I will probably change this once we get a more permanent base, but we might keep this configuration anyhow, just because if it's an infinite source of food and other items that we may want. Let's take a sleep here. If it's an infinite source of food and other items that we might want, we might set this up again someplace else. And it looks like a dang creeper spawned up behind us on top of the hill. Where is he? Oh, he's up over there. Okay. Well, hopefully he'll just stay up over there and mind his own business. So we'll keep an eye on him for the time being. Alright, so this, oh, see, we already have a book, Soulbound. That's good. I think that fire protection and efficiency, I think that you get that item back once you, or it stays with you when you're dead, that enchantment, whatever you put that on. So that might be nice to have. Let's break this up here. Do I have any more coal on me? Yes, I do. So let's get a couple more torches here. And put those on top of this, just so we don't have anything spawning on here. That should be plenty good. Where'd that creeper go? I think he despawned. Okay, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. Okay, so this is pretty much full. Now we should, and it looks like our fishing rod is mending. So we potentially have an unbreaking infinite fishing rod here. And yeah, we can leave like that zombie flesh and that saddle in there. We could maybe take out like the raw octopus. Oh, an eel. We don't really care about eel. Let's take out stuff that is stacking. And maybe let that fill up with other junk. Raw tuna. Oh, pufferfish. We might want pufferfish. Well, no kidding, huh? Look at this. We got an unbreaking mending fishing rod with lure and luck of the sea on it. We unbreaking and mending fishing rod. We could potentially set up another one of these fishing nets and have a ton of food coming in and a ton of enchanted gear or books and bows. Like that is 2 in a row we got mending on something. That is really nice. Alright, so mudfish, yeah, I want to take out stuff. Keep taking stuff out. There, we got like a saddle. We can leave that in there. Let's take out these eels. Catfish. This thing's working pretty fast. And you can see it's almost completely filled back up. The durability on it is completely full, almost completely full again. So I'm going to keep hanging around here and pulling stuff out and letting the junk fill in. Okay, well I think this is pretty good here. I pulled out some jellyfish because I see that you can make slime with this. If you just put it in your crafting, you can get slime ball from that, so that might come in handy. I also, in the short period of time that it's only been about 15 minutes that I've been waiting around for this thing, I've gotten a Respiration 3 mending book, a Soulbound Unbreaking Lure 2 fishing rod, a mending fishing rod that I think I showed you. I also got a Power 4 flame bow, so we're getting a bunch of good stuff out of this. Now we could still wait around and pull stuff out because I've gotten a bowl out of here before, and I know I've gotten a stick out of here, so we could still keep pulling stuff out. But one other thing I wanted to mention is that we can reduce the radius of this vacuum chest, because if you see I throw that over here, it'll suck that up over there towards the vacuum chest. So we can reduce the radius of this. Not that it matters because I don't think that it's going to suck anything important in. But we'll still reduce the radius of this if we go in here and reduce the range on it. And then we can show the range here, and then it should only be a small amount there. Yeah, see, it doesn't even come outside of our little cage here that we made. So that should be good enough, because all the items are going to fall down on this first level anyway. As you can see, something just came down and fell down in there. So that should be good anyway. So we'll just get rid of that. And that should be fine. It'll only capture stuff that is on the bottom level here. So now if we come out here and throw this, yeah, it should just stay there. It's not going to get sucked up towards the vacuum chest. So we need to cover that back up though so it doesn't freeze. So I think this thing is pretty good. What do we have here? Withering, another awesome bow that we can take. And yeah, I'm going to keep pulling stuff out of here and let this thing run and see what we get. I know that it was already sucking fish up and cooking them for us. Because we already have 5 cooked fish here. And some cooked octopus, looks like. And do we have anything in the chest? Oh, there's another mending fishing rod. Are you serious? Water bottle that we might be able to use. This is probably for me breaking stuff. So we got 2 mending fishing rods. 3, wasn't it? Didn't I get another one too? Yeah, we got 3 mending fishing rods in like 20 minutes from that fishing rod that we have in there. So that is really cool. One thing I wanted to try though is I made this cutting board. I want to try and make some sushi, maybe a California roll. And let's see here, where is that California roll? I know you need avocado and let's there we go, California roll. Need some avocado, some rice, some seaweed, a cucumber, and a green heartfish. We have a green heartfish. Let's dump some of this other stuff in there, because we have plenty of other fish. I want to save the puffer fish, and maybe this octopus. And do I have cucumber? I have a zucchini. Oh, there's a cucumber. And I know I have avocado. And we have a little bit of seaweed. Now, I don't know if I'm going to continue to make sushi or not, but where did I put those avocado? Oh, where are you at, avocado? There it is, right in front of my face. Okay, so let's make this California roll. Should have it. Oh, we need the rice. And I should have rice. Here's some rice. And then we should be good. Can we make one? Awesome. Alright. I'm gonna let my hunger go down and see what this gives us. Does it tell you what it gives you? 6. Or 7. 1.6. So it gives us 7 food? Man, I'm gonna let my hunger go down quite a ways. That might be a cool thing to make then, if it gives us that much. Alright, one other thing I wanted to do today is let's dump this fish and stuff in here. And this is going to be our fishing chest for now. I'm going to eventually get a good storage system, and I might start making some of these iron chests, because I can probably afford that. Let's get that, put that avocado away. But one other thing I wanted to do was get to the nether and check that out. Oh, we want the cooked fish though. Just so we can get some stuff to, because I think I'm going to need some stuff from the nether to craft with. So I'm going to want to do, I don't know if I can make any arrows though. Do I have any feathers? Just in case I have 1 feather there. I thought I had more than that. Ah, yes, we have some feathers here, and we should have some flint around here somewhere. Okay, we have some there, and we'll need some for flint and steel. Let's grab our obsidian, which was here. I believe we need 10. And I'm probably going to go down to a lower level. Another fishing rod. Lure 2, luck of the sea. Really? We got to make another one of these things. We're going to have to make another one, because we're getting a lot of good stuff. I mean, fishing rods, we can only have so many fishing rods, but I mean, we got quite a few good books and a couple good bows. Alright, so I'm going to go down and craft up, or build this portal here. Let's see if we can take anything out of here. Let's take the herring and the trout out. Maybe the char. We might want to keep these green heartfish too if we're going to make some sushi. Make a bunch of sushi with that, because this California roll might be the way to go. And let's put our rice back in there. And alright, we're going to craft up some arrows. And then we will need a flint and steel. And then let's put our flint away in one of these chests here. And then I will go and get my portal ready. I think I want to make it down closer though, because I don't want it super high up in the nether. So I'm going to go down here this way, where we made our little tunnel through the caves here, or through the mountain, in order to get back up to the top of our mountain, which doesn't really matter now that we have that slime shot. We can just spring our way up there, but it's still nice to have when we don't have the slime boots on. I took my slime boots off because I don't want to lose those. Not that they're hard to make or anything. And I think I'm going to put it right in here. So let's cover this up because we don't have a good way to go down here anyhow. So I think I'll make the portal right in here. And we'll just knock out some of this stuff. And we'll go in and see how bad of a place this is going to be. Okay guys, since we've been back from the nether, I've been waiting around and I've been collecting everything up in here, trying to get a bunch of garbage that we're not going to need. And I think I did a pretty good job here. We have a couple leather boots, the enchanted bane arthropods, I probably aren't going to want that. Some saddles, some rotten flesh, some leather. I mean, if we need some leather, I have plenty right now from killing a bunch of cows. Lily pads, name tags, probably not going to use. Tripwire hook, probably don't need. These green heartfish, you can only use this for the California roll. Other words, the only thing you can do with it is use it as in a recycler. And the raw octopus, you just get cooked octopus, which cooked octopus only gives you one haunch. So I mean, you get better from the fish than you would with the raw octopus. And the raw salmon, I mean, really, if we have this much fish, do we really need cooked salmon? Yeah, I don't think so. And then, like I said, lily pads, name tags, and then yeah, the rest of the stuff down here is all the stuff that we have got while we were waiting around. Raw jellyfish we could turn into slime balls. And then we got a bunch of XP boost, thorns 2. We got lure, unbreaking 3, sharpness 3, mending, lure 3, mending, withering, flame power 3, mending. This is the only fishing rod, well, that one too. So 2 fishing rods out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 out of 6, so a third of the fishing rods don't have. Oh, we just got another bowl. Look at that. Power 4, unbreaking, mending. I mean, we are getting tons of good loot. And so, I mean, if you had this on I'm probably not going to make another one because I'm only by myself and there's only so much fish I can eat. But like if you were on a multiplayer server with other members, you could give them one of these mending rods and maybe give them luck of the sea or lure, and you'll get tons of good loot and like more than you're ever going to need. The only thing that I have found out with that is a problem with this is these ink sacs. If you have this set to something other than furnace mode, like if you have it to like all smelting, it's going to pull the ink sac in there. And the reason it's doing that is because it's trying to make this dark fused quartz. So, but it's not a problem if you just put it to furnace only, and then it won't pull the ink sacs in any longer, and it won't pull the jellyfish in. So the only thing that it's going to pull in is the fish that it's going to be able to cook. And as you can see, I already have 3 stacks and working our way past 3 stacks. So this thing is working really awesome. We have mending on the fishing rod so that we don't have to worry about it breaking. So we have infinite supply of loot and fish. So it is really awesome. I recommend setting this system up. It's going to cost you a few ender pearls, like I said, and I'm going to look into capturing an enderman in one of these soul vials, which we had to go to the end for that because we need the fused quartz, which is just quartz in, I believe it's just quartz in. Oh, and we'll need a soul binder. I'm not sure how to make one of those just yet, but we'll look into it. But the fused quartz is, I'm pretty sure it's just quartz in the alloy smelter. And then what else did you need? Oh, the solarium, which I'm pretty sure is just gold and soul sand. So that shouldn't be that hard to make. And I think once you get an enderman trapped in one of these soul vials, we could make a spawner, and then we could, I think maybe we could just drop them and then have a vacuum chest down there at the bottom and collect up all the pearls and whatever, like the solidified XP or whatever they're going to drop. Or we could set up a system with conveyors and spikes and have them go into the spikes. But I think that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please hit a like, hit a subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next episode.